Oh. No. All right, John, we're back live on YouTube. We got Champlin Park facing off against us today. Should have a puck drop right around 8:15, although we might be, I don't know, what time is it right now? Oh, we're going to be running late.
I think we're running a few minutes behind.
Well,
I just want to say, what a great night we've got tonight. A light snowfall outside. We're here at Champlin, one of the nicer D10 rinks we get to play in.
Yes.
20 degrees. This is a great Minnesota, top 10 Minnesota December weather day.
Yeah, I would agree. And this rink, for sure, is one of the more beautiful rinks, especially on the heels of Fogarty, where if we're from SLP, they refuse to turn the heat on.
I mean, it's pretty warm in here.
It is warm. It's
nice.
warm in
really
here.
Comfortable.
For us parents, I come here all the time in the summer. Liam's AAA team normally plays out of here in the summer, so I feel spoiled. Actually, it's kind of funny. When I come here for AAA, I normally sit on the home side over on the other side, and it's definitely not this warm on that side. So
really?
They give the visitor side a little bit more heat. And
so there's a lot of chatter about the popcorn here. I mean, what's your sentiment on that? Do you like it? Have you had it?
I've had it here. It's just popcorn. It's overrated.
Really?
That's
is overrated. Not what I was hearing in the lobby. I heard one woman tell her grandson that he should try the popcorn and take some to go.
I've had it. It's good popcorn, but it's nothing spectacular. It's overrated. It's Champlin though. They're overrated, and they think themselves. They have inflated heads here in this top.
This one's going to be an interesting one. I think we're going to see a physical game today. They've got a chip on their shoulder. They were not happy with the result of the game last week.
And we can take a look at that. That's I got some stats here to bring up for the families at home. So as we take a look at today's matchup, our overall record after last game is 13-5-0. Champlin's working at 10-5-1. In District 10, we're 7-1-0 with our only loss being against Anoka. Champlin Park is 5-2-1, being their only two losses, Anoka and us. Our D10 ranking currently we moved up after yesterday to ranking 2 in District 10. Champlin's ranking 4th. Again, Andover, though, like we discussed in the last game, is still somehow sitting on top of the District 10 ranking. I don't know how they're coming up with these points.
Well, and tonight especially, we need to stay out of the penalty box. We got to play our game. And unfortunately, we're on the big sheet. We got an Olympic sheet here in Champlin. If the boys can spread it out a little bit and move the puck, I think we can really take it to them again.
I really do, too. I think you have a couple key players on Champlin's team, the same players that we saw the last time. Connor O'Keefe and Walker Perius. Walker Perius being the more serious of the two threats. He's always looking to cherry pick, as we saw. We even had parents at some point yelling cherry picker over the glass the last game. And I really think that if we can continue to contain him and Connor, we have a serious chance. We take them out of the game. And matter of fact, Walker going to the box the last game, his first penalty caused the go-ahead run. I believe we were tied 4-4. He goes to the box, and we capitalized on that power play. We go up 5-4, and then he went to the box almost within a couple of minutes again, and we scored on that power play, and that's when the boys in the third took off. Champlin remembers that, I guarantee, though.
Well, I think that's been indicative of the frustration they were feeling in that hockey game.
Yeah, they definitely didn't think the calls were going their way, as the Champlin coaches were upset on the bench, and things just weren't flowing their way. So I think we're going to see a different Champlin team tonight. And we're still down. If you didn't know, I'll go to the lineup here.
Speaking of key players, we're down 2 key players today. We're down Liam, one of the backbones on our defense, and Stone, one of our players who normally leads the offensive rushes.
Stone specifically is our top scoring threat on this team. He's got more goals. Matter of fact, he's got to be one of the top scoring kids.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. The whole team comes out first.
Yeah,
they're just setting the tone right away.
Yeah, and our boys are coming out. And
interesting.
like I said, I really think being down Stone and Liam Thomas, and then you add in the fact that they're coming off this loss, and I think they took that loss last time personal, especially what was the score, 10-4? I mean, it was a butt whooping that we diced out and opened a gap in the last period there. And I think we're going to see a different Champlin team than we saw the last game. We're more likely to see the same team we saw back when we played them the first time in the exhibition round, where we lost 5-3.
I mean, they're going to have to stay disciplined. They can't get in their heads. They're going to have to stay out of the box. We have 3 good lines. We got a great defensive group. I mean, once you get past their 2 key players, they've got to stay disciplined, or we're going to take it to them again.
Yep. We really got to keep Connor O'Keefe and Walker Perry's contained, take away their threat, and this game is ours all day long. Even without Stone to score all those goals. I think Stone had 4 of the 10 goals last game, so obviously he was a big presence. But even if you take that away, we would have won 6-4. So, but I see Connor and I see Walker back out on the ice right now. We'll have to definitely do our best to contain them.
We're going to have to see what our boys can do. Who's going to step up today and fill the shoes of Stone while he's recovering? And how can they band together to try to put something together against Champlin on Champlin's home rink? I think you'll see Champlin try to use this big sheet to their advantage. They practice on it. They play on it. They're going to try to spread this out, and we got to be aware of where these guys are, where Walker is, where O'Keefe is. We really got to have a guy on them at all times.
Yeah, I would agree.
And you hate to play the shadow game at Pee-wee's, but I mean that's all they got.
That's their main threats. If we take them out, specifically Walker Perius, and I really think that we have a game. Walker Perius down here right now. His hands are elite. He's just down here playing pick the puck up and flicking it up and bouncing it off his stick. I mean, he does have some serious hands, and his shot is like a man's.
I noticed that you got the SLPCR boys repping the green tape today.
I saw that, yeah.
One of their own, Coon Rapids, I believe it was a Coon Rapids hockey player, lost his life last month. So
that's a sad deal.
I love that they're representing the green color for them tonight, and hopefully they come up with the win.
Well, I got about 2 minutes left in this warm-up. We'll be underway.
I'd like to give a shout out to our unofficial sponsor of tonight, Willie McCoy's of Champlin. Great job. It was packed in there. We all got our food on time. We had plenty of drinks. It was a great spot for the team to get together before the game.
I would agree, John. I was a little worried. When we showed up there, the bar was packed. It was waiting room only. They eventually found us a seat, and I actually ordered food, but I was getting concerned based on how busy it was in there. I asked them to get it to go, and they brought it back out, and they had it packaged. I was able to eat the whole meal before I had to leave to get to the rink.
Don't worry. They got you covered. Willie's and Champlin's got you covered.
They had us covered, and encourage anybody coming out here to come and have their drinks. 2-for-1 specials.
Oh, yeah. 2-for-1s all day, every day. The food was great.
I think the 2-for-1s were the price of one.
Yeah.
But I'll take it either way. It made me feel good inside.
It makes you feel good inside.
It really does. Folks at home, my new microphones that are going to hopefully help with the audio for this, they should have been here a week ago. They got lost in the mail, according to Amazon.
I see you went away from the X-Spot again.
I did. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with this gimbal again. My only complaint with this gimbal is I want to be able to use the zoom function, but because I'm not using the native app for this gimbal that I'm using to record, it won't let me zoom. So I got to do it manually.
Get out your readers. Everyone put your glasses on at home so you can zoom in and see what's going on.
I'll try my best, though, to keep the boys in frame and go out to right even. Yeah, we're wrapping up our warm-ups here. Folks at home make the notice that even though Liam Hamas and Trevor Stone are not playing today, they're down with the coaches on the bench. Liam complained the last game. Their feet were cold after the last game at Fogarty, so he brought a whole bunch of hand warmers to shove in their socks for both him and Trevor. So it should not be a problem, although I don't think you're going to have a problem this way.
No, they turn the heat on here. They turn the heat on and take care of their fans and the players.
It's noticeably warmer here.
What do we got for an injury update on Stone and Liam?
As far as Liam goes, we went and got an x-ray on his hand today. Found out that he can't continue to play. We got to get a follow-up x-ray next week. He might have a broken bone in his hand, but bone breaks in hands at a young age are kind of unique. The fracture might be so small that it won't actually develop on an x-ray until a week after the injury. So I did not know any of this stuff until this morning. So we're going to go back and get a follow-up x-ray next week. Until then, he's got his hand in a brace that doesn't allow him to move his thumb. And I believe this week Trevor Stone is going to a specialist to get his pinky looked at. My understanding is he broke his pinky, and that's the main issue.
Well, let's get those boys back to healthy and on the ice.
Oh, we're about to see a puck drop.
And we're having a Saturday night.
There we are. Hopefully we have a party here and a party after.
We're going to bring Stewart, Milich, and Schulte start this one off on offense.
And we're going to win the face-off. Schulte drops it back, and Stu's able to grab it. He tries to bring it up to the neutral zone, but Champlin skips him. Schulte drops back and grabs a hold of this one. He's going to come in hot. He fires one, but the goalie's able to get a save. Rebound goes right out in front. Stu threatens and throws one there. Goalie able to cover, and the puck ends up getting deflected behind the net. Max Peterson able to hold the zone. And we're going to try to hold the zone. Drew Milich, though.
Well, I'd like to see that.
In offsides.
A good scoring opportunity right to start the period. First shift, set the tempo right away.
Hopefully they keep this pressure up. Again, a nice face-off win for us. Boys bringing into the zone. Wraps it around the boards. Vaughn trying to hold it here. I got to zoom out here as I can't keep this in frame. There we go. Milich grabs it in the neutral zone. He's going to bring it back in. He throws one on net. The goalie's going to hold on to that and cover.
Great rush, great drive. I mean, we did have two guys driving in the middle. I think with the big sheet, especially today, send that thing across and put your buddies to work.
Yeah, I would agree. Will Pitzel taking the face-off. Champlin's able to come up with it. Walker Paris grabs it. He's going to throw it to Connor O'Keefe, center ice, but just can't connect.
Well, he's got those two boys playing together today.
He does, yeah. Champlin's trying to do everything they can to capitalize on this opportunity. Connor O'Keefe grabs this. He's going to bring it back into the zone. They're going to throw it out front, but it gets intercepted. JoJo Ross grabs it, throws it to Will Pitzel. He's going to bring it up through neutral ice. Will Pitzel comes out.
Now you got to get back.
He tries to throw it perfectly out in front. Unfortunately, it's intercepted. Walker Perius dumps it in deep, and he's going to go for a line change. Colin back to pick it up. He's going to go to Jackson Krause. Champlin regroups in their zone. They're going to go D-to-D pass, trying to keep it out of the hands of our boys. They try to find neutral ice. It's going to go the length of the ice, and we'll get an icing, and that puck is going to come back down for an offensive zone draw for us.
I think if we see more of that out of Walker and O'Keefe, you know, they had a nice opportunity down low. They centered the puck. Champlin had a guy wide open. We got to be attentive to that and watch for these two on the ice, creating opportunities.
Great face-off in there by Schulte. Chalstrom tries to keep it in by dumping it deep. It goes into the corner. Boys continue to keep his own possession. Stewart battling along there. Chalstrom stepping up to hold the zone. He dumps it back behind the play. Egan Green stepping up trying to battle. Unfortunately, Champlin beats him to it. That's going to bring it back out to neutral ice. They dump it deep. Puck lands on net, and Jake decides to cover and gets a whistle.
Oh, my gosh. They counted that as a shot on goal. It was way wide.
Well, that only helps Jake out.
It does help Jake out. Yeah, pads the stats a little bit.
I'm sure Jake is happy about that call. Champlin comes up with this win. They throw it on net, and Jake comes up with a save, and he's able to cover it. Coach is going to leave the same lineup out there. It's going to be, it's like.
Well, they're going to try to run the Panther here. Oh, they lost the face-off.
Like Graham Gazzoni taking that face-off there. Fortunately, just doesn't work out. Boys grab it. Drew Milich here. He can't get it past Champlin as they get it, and they dump it back behind the boards. Charleston picks it up behind the net and tries to wrap it around. Unfortunately, that goes the whole length of the ice. And we'll get an icing call. It's like coach is going to go ahead and use this time to make a fresh line change.
I'd like to see Charlstrom just take a minute there and see if he's got an outlet option rather than just ring it around.
No, I would agree.
But, you know, it's tough. Heat of the moment.
Yeah, Schulte in the faceoff dot. He wins the faceoff, gets it back to Jackson Krause. He rings it around the boards, but unfortunately, Champlin player is able to grab it. They go D to D. Stewart there to pressure. Tries to get it out of the zones. Walker Perry is doing a good job to hold it. He comes up, fires, gets tipped wide. I believe Jackson Krause got a stick on that one. Boys bring it back out. Walker grabs it. Walker again regrouping as he comes through. Brings it back out into neutral ice. He's going to walk around a few of our players here. Tries to go past. They drop it back. Walker loses an edge, though. Shot on goal. Jake able to read that, though, and get an easy ankle save. Puck tries out right out in front, but nobody there to grab a hold of it. We're going to chip it out. Schulte's got it as he comes in. He gets a shot. Blocker saved by the Champlin goalie. Puck goes into the corner, and they're able to regroup and grab that puck. Stewart, though, with some speed and intensity, he grabs this puck, brings it back behind their goalie. Champlin, though, able to regain possession there and prevent that from having any sort of a threat. Walker takes a shot from center ice. Jake deflects it wide into the boards. Puck gets bounced out to the center ice. Goes into the Champlin zone. Graham Gazzoni back there to pressure him. Champlin able to retain possession of this. They drop it out to neutral ice. Our boys Max was able to grab a hold of that. Fling it back out to neutral ice. Champlin able to come up with that bouncing puck. And they bring it back out to neutral ice. Charlstrom stepping up big time. On the blue line, able to grab that out. Drew Milich stepping up to pressure along the back of the boards. He tries to go back to his D. Unfortunately, intercepted by a Champlin player. They're going to bring it back all the way back into our zone. Von Norman back there to dump it around the boards. Champlin's able to pick it back up. Shot attempt, but it goes wide of the net. Champlin's D keeping it in the zone. They're going to dump it around the back of the net here. Drew cycles and grabs the puck. He looks to feed Graham Gazzoni, who had a potential breakaway at the center ice, but that pass is intercepted by Champlin. Champlin doing a great job at passing here and regrouping. They come into our zone, but it's stripped by Will Pitzel. Back out to center ice. Champlin regrouping. They bring it back into our zone. It wraps around the net. Von Norman drops back to pick it up. He's going to redirect it back around the other direction. Schulte with speed behind the net. He's got the speed as he comes through. Fumbles it for a second, regains possession, drops it back to Jojo Ross. Jojo Ross tries to throw it on the head, but it goes wide. It finds the stick of Schulte, and he tried to backhand it back over in front. Fortunately, Champlin able to grab a hold of this, and they get it out of the zone. Charlstrom back in the net. Schulte grabbing this puck again and bringing it in. The blue line, he tries to take a shot, but it gets deflected by the shin pad of a Champlin player.
Now we got to get back here.
Champlin, Jake sees it all the way and gobbles that up with his glove.
Great job by Jake getting his glove on that one, shutting that offensive zone pressure we had down, and let's reset the deck here with a fresh group of legs.
Looks like we're going to go with the Schulte line. Schulte, Stewart, and Milich out there as our forwards. We got Max Peterson out there with, I can't tell who the other D is, probably Von Norman. Von grabs it behind the net, tries to ring it around the boards. Champlin able to hold on to it. They throw it right back out in front, and Jake comes up with another great save. Take a look at our shots on goal here on the screen. We got 8 shots for, I'm sorry, I have it mixed up. Champlin Park has got 8 shots on goal. There are 4 shots on goal currently. We're going to bring that out. Able to chip that out to center ice. Champlin doing a good job as we enter their zone. Battle along the near side boards. Kind of hard to see from our angle up here. Schulte right in the mix of it. I think we're missing Isaac Olsen tonight, to be honest with you.
I don't see Olsen either.
I haven't seen Isaac here. That's a big loss, too. 2 of our biggest forwards who score the most amount of goals are gone. It's definitely going to add some challenges for us tonight. Vaughn coming around the back of the boards, trying to gobble this up. Champlin coming up with it. They try to bring it right out in front, but Stewart's there to intercept them, and he's going to bring it out with some speed. He's got Schulte with him. Fortunately, Champlin gets a stick on it. Drew comes back in. Drew loses the handle on the puck, and it goes to Champlin. They're going to bring it back out. Champlin dumps it in deep behind our net. Champlin holding the zone. They're able to keep it in. They throw it out front. But Jake sees it all the way and able to grab a hold of this, and you get a whistle.
Yeah, no, I'm getting a little worried. Like on that last offensive rush, there was 3 drives, no passes. We got to get back to unselfish play and got to move that puck.
Yeah, and especially if we want to compete against a team like this. Champlin wins that faceoff draw. Try to shoot it from the point, but hits a body in front. Attempted pass. Fortunately, it's just out of the reach of JoJo Ross, and the puck comes back out. Or I'm sorry, that was Will Pitzel. Graham tried to feed Pitzel, but it was just out of the reach of Pitzel. And Champlin bringing it back in. Boys doing a good job at getting sticks in the middle lane there and took away any shooting opportunities. Pitzel brings it back into the offensive zone. He throws it out. Kraus gets it from the point, takes a shot. Shot at a Champlin player. He goes down. The Champlin player's injured. He's trying to get off the ice. Champlin finally able to get possession of this, and they're going to bring it back out of the zone. fired, but it goes wide of the net. Jackson Kraus battling again behind the net.
Oh, shit.
And we're going to get a penalty. I think Kraus is going to go, likely for a check. And that's what's happening. Jackson Kraus on his way to the box. We got a 5-on-4 here. Champlin comes up with this. They feed their point. It's Perius. Perius can't handle the pass. Fortunately, he's able to re-gobble it up. He gets a shot on goal. Jake gets a great save. Charleston goes around. He's going to ring it around the side of the boards. Fortunately, that goes right back to Perius on the point. He's going to feed O'Keefe. O'Keefe goes back to Perius, who takes a shot. Jake reads it all the way and gets a good save. Great pressure by Champlin. 11 shots on goal for Champlin to 4 shots on goal. Still got a minute and 1 second left of this penalty.
And they got Claybo out there. I've noticed him too. He's a pretty nice player.
Champlin able to hold his own. Champlin fans on it. Goes D-to-D to Perius. Oh, and they're able to get a rebound and get one in. And just like that, Champlin goes up. And that penalty is going to cost us as we go down 1-0 in the first period. 3 minutes and 4 seconds left of this third period. Only 4 shots on goal here for us. We need to find a way to come up with some better passes and find the back of this net. Champlin able to grab it. Schulte's able to strip it though. He tries to take a shot. It's deflected into the corner. He's going to drop it back. Tries to find Stewart. Stewart can't get it out. Harlan battling along the far side boards there. Puck pops out. Fortunately, it goes right to the stick of a Champlin player. They're going to rush it back into our zone. Goes behind the board. Vaughn drops over to pick it up. William Stewart here with the puck. Let's see what he can do. He's got speed. And he tries to go up the middle. Unfortunately, gets a poke checked away. Green in the corner, battling to keep his zone possession. Puck bounces out, and unfortunately, Vaughn just can't get a hold of it as it's a bouncing puck. Carlin feeds it over to Schulte. He brings it back in. He's going to bring it into the corner. An unfortunate bounce. Puck lands back on Champlin's stick, and they're able to clear the zone. Champlin able to maintain possession of this puck as they walk it in. Shot just goes wide of the net. Champlin still being able to maintain puck possession. Von Norman doing a great job intercepting this pass. He's coming into the zone on a rush. He drops it back to Drew Milich. Drew throws it right up front, tries to feed Graham Gazzoni. They just couldn't connect all the way to make that go into the back of the net, but they for sure had the goalie beat there on that one. Champlin dumps it in behind our board. Clearing attempt lands on the stick. Oh! Our boys tried to clear the zone. Unfortunately, that pass went right to the stick of a Champlin player, and they're going to take a 2-0 lead
Well, again, we have got to start moving the puck. You can't do it on your own. You can't go coast to coast. On that zone entry, you've got to drive wide and create good scoring opportunities.
The absence of our three of our best players is starting to show its face on this game here, and the boys are going to really start coming up together and working as a team, that, like John said, to get this puck moving. Champlin regroups with the puck. They bring it into their own zone here. Puck comes back out. O'Keefe throws one. Goes wide of the net off of a tip. Champlin again throwing one on net. Jake with a great blocker save. Champlin feeding the point. Goes back to Paris. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first period. 2-0 Champlin. Shots on goal are going to be 15-4. We really didn't see any shots on goal that back half of this period.
No, they came out hot and hard and had some good opportunities. And now, Champlin is taking control of this one, and they definitely controlled the second half of that first period.
Yeah. We need the boys to refocus. Hopefully the coaches got some good coaching tips that help them get their head wrapped around passing and setting up plays. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Yeah, Pickett's getting his whiteboard out. He's trying to make the boys see some things that he's seen and get them charged up for the second period. Champlin's going to start the same line that finished that period. They're going to bring the A package here.
Yeah, hopefully our coach reads that too and feeds them with our best.
Looks like we're going to move Michael to forward here.
Yeah, it looks like coach is making some line changes. We got Stewart at center. Who's that over on left wing?
That looks like Will.
Will Pitzel, left wing. Chalstrom at right wing. And then we got Max Peterson and Jackson Krause there as their defending pair. Trying something a little bit different. Boys bringing into the offensive zone. Trying to hold pressure on them. Fortunately, just not. Champlin's the first to it, and they get a shot. But luckily, Jake.
You got to pick that guy up. You got to have that guy coming around the post. Yeah.
Jake's able to read it, though, and get to that near side post and make a great save. Max wrapping around the back of the net to Krause. Krause picking it up. Krause again in front. He's trying to feed Will Pitzel. Puck bounces off his stick, though. Goes back to Will Stewart, and he's going to come in with speed. He loses it behind the net, though, and Champlin grabs a hold of it. Champlin comes in and shot on net, but it's at a tough angle, and Jake's able to get an easy glove on that one.
Yeah, we'll let him shoot from out there all day.
Yeah, I'll happily take those hard angle shots.
Jake can handle those.
Shots on goal here, 17-4. 13:48 left in the second period. We come up with that face-off win. We try to clear the zone. Unfortunately, we're just not able to do it. Champlin gets it, and they're doing a great job at their passing today and working as a team. They feed the play, and he shoots it wide. Oh, and Schulte's able to grab a hold of this one. He comes in all alone. Oh, and just there's forehand, backhand forehand, and it just gets thrown wide. I'm not certain how he didn't bury that one, but he's definitely not happy with himself as he slams his stick. Champlin's able to re-grab this. They bring it back, try to throw it on net, but it gets tipped wide. JoJo Ross battling in the corner. Von Norman stepping up to out pressure. He takes down one of the Champlin players. Champlin able to regain this possession of the puck behind the net. Oh, great job. Schulte again with this. He's got Stewart. Schulte's going to dump it in deep though and go for a line change. Puck comes back out to neutral ice. Champlin's going to chip it in. Jackson Krause is there to grab it. He fans on it for a second, but he's able to chip it up to Green. Green gets it in. Puck goes behind the Champlin goalie. Stewart there to pressure and keep his own possession of this puck. The puck comes out to neutral ice. Walker Perry's coming in. Jackson Krause with a amazing. And unfortunately, an unfortunate stick for Drew, and it bounces off and goes right to Champlin. Shot on goal, but it's thrown wide by Jake. Drew Milich again. He's going to dump it in deep. Schulte was there to pressure, but can't make it there in time. Walker Perry is picking this puck up. And just like this, Will Pitzel's coming in. He's going to take a hard angle shot, and unfortunately the goalie from Champlin is able to get an easy save on there. Just couldn't catch up to that puck in time to make a good shot. Shot from Von Norman from the point, and the goalie covers that, and we'll get an offensive zone draw.
Well, you'd like to see Will cut that back to the middle and drive to the net and either hammer the goalie or try to cut across the crease and do something with it. I mean, I don't hate throwing it on goal, especially on the right pad and trying to get a rebound, but...
Yeah, I just think he ran out of real estate, unfortunately. Just that puck, the bounce landed just too far out in front, and he wasn't able to catch up to it in time. Von Norman stepping up huge on that one to keep the zone. Schulte throws it out in front. Tried to feed Will Pitzel on that one again. Champlin able to get it out of the neutral ice. Carlin grabbing it and dumping it back, but unfortunately he was just over the red line and chipped it just far enough, and that's going to cause an icing. We're going to come back down in our own zone. Folks at home can see 19 shots on goal for Champlin, 7 for SLPCR. We got 10 minutes and 11 seconds left. Schulte coming up with that faceoff win. Champlin dropping back immediately though to pressure. We're not able to clear our zone and get good solid possession of this puck. Von Norman doing a great job chipping it out to the side. Champlin bringing it back in. Carlin stepping up to offer some pressure. Schulte comes up with this one. He brings it over to Will Pitzel. Will feeds Chalstrom. Chalstrom brings it in. He tries to get a shot, but it gets tipped by the Champlin player. Not able to come up with a clean shot there, and they're able to regroup and get it out of the zone. Will Pitzel bringing it back, and he strips the Champlin player of this puck. He brings it back behind our goalie. Puck's not able to get clear of the zone. Champlin dumps it back behind our goalie. Vaughn's going to drop back to grab it. Will Stewart steps up to support him. He feeds Will Pitzel. Fortunately, the chip out's back to feed Will Stewart. Just can't get past the Champlin player. Champlin dumps it back into the zone. Chalstrom goes cross ice over to Will Pitzel. Will's going to dump it in. He's going to go for a change as he was caught out there for quite some time. Stewart interrupts a pass. Jackson Krause steps up and interrupts another one. is able to hold the zone. Max Peterson again along the near side bones. And the puck comes back out. Unfortunately, Stewart tries to go across ice. Graham Gazzoni gets it. He's going to feed JoJo Ross. JoJo brings it in. He's going to drop it back to Jackson Kraus. Jackson tries to throw it right up in the middle. Champlin able to clear the zone. Champlin ringing around the back of the boards. Jackson Kraus breaks his stick as he tries to slap shot that in. Brandon Kraus watching at home right now is crying as he just watched Jackson
There goes $350.
Yeah, a very expensive stick. I don't know what flex he was doing. Hopefully he was still in a 30 flex, so it's only $240. But that brings me back to the Anoka game. We were live streaming and talking about a stick laying on the ice that was broken, and I made a comment about a parent crying in the stands, and I walk out to the lobby to find Liam holding a broken stick.
Oh,
so suddenly I was
the
crying parent.
That's not a fun one.
Yeah, that was about. Luckily, Liam's still trying to carry a 30 flex because of his weight, so it only cost me about $280 versus when you walk up to the 40 flexes, they're all juniors.
Yeah, they don't mess around with pricing on those anymore.
But yeah, they got ridiculously expensive. Schulte bringing this one into our zone. Champlin, though, is able to grab a hold of this. They're going to feed Walker Perius. Vaughn does a great job at nudging him out. Vaughn with a tremendous angle on Walker Perius and reading that and taking the body of Walker. And here we go. Schulte bringing it back in. He's looking for pass option. He goes to Green. Green jumps it back to Vaughn. He takes a shot. It goes wide of the net.
The passing's looking a lot better.
That was beautiful. Green back there to try to get possession of this puck. Unfortunately, he loses it to Champlin. They go back to Walker Perius. Walker again trying to walk around Vaughn. The coaches from Champlin think Vaughn should have got a penalty.
I think he got away with one.
I'll take it though. Schulte gets this and he's weaving through traffic. Shot on goal. The goalie's able to get his stick on this. Rebound goes to Drew Milich and he throws it on goal again. And
I mean, twice we saw Big Norman step up there, shut down Paris, rush into the outside. I mean, those are big plays. Those are game-changing plays. And let's see if it shifts the momentum here for us.
Well, Champlin really hasn't had a shot on goal. It's 19-10 shots on goal now. They've been really struggling to find even a shot in this period, so hopefully it maintains this way. Champlin bringing it back in. They dump it behind our net. They try to chip it out in front, but Jake sees it and grabs a hold of that to prevent any rebounds. So Champlin coming up with this win. Winger grabs it. They try to drive it right in front, but Jake slams his pad against the board. The wraparound attempt. Boy stepping up and trying to shove him out of there. Oh, and
he's going.
Champlin.
He's got him.
Champlin player trying to shove our player. Who did he try to shove there? Chalstrom. This Champlin player is going to the box, and we're going to get our first power play of the boys.
Whistle, it's completely uncalled for. I mean, get him out of there. And the ref did a great job picking that one up and putting him in the box.
Boys need to do a good job, though. Capitalize on this. It looks like coach is going to leave that's Stewart, Max Peterson, Jackson Kraus, and Chalstrom out there for this start of this power play. Stewart wins this faceoff. It goes to Max Peterson. He throws it in the corner to Chalstrom. Chalstrom tries to feed Stewart, but unfortunately the tip goes back over to Champlin. They're going to be able to get it out of the zone. Jackson Kraus chopping back to grab it. He brings it around the back of the net to Max. Max tries to go to Chalstrom. Chalstrom not really going to hold up the possession of this puck. Boys battling along the near side boards. Pitzel's able to dump it in deep. Champlin comes up with this. Will with a great stick to deflect that from going all the way around the boards. And Champlin with the bounce, able to come out. Max Peterson with a great job at angling that off. Again, Max gets his stick on this one. He's going to try to go across ice, but Champlin finds it. Max able to grab it again. Will Pitzel trying to walk this one in. Chalstrom throws it back into the zone.
Come on, we're on the power play here.
Yeah, it's not looking like it though, unfortunately. No chemistry. Schulte tries to bring it in, but it hits a player in front. Champlin able to bring it back out to the neutral zone. They dump it in all the way. Carlin back there to grab it. He's going to bring it back around back to Von Norman. Von tries to feed Carlin back again, but Champlin is able to grab a hold of this wraparound attempt, but Von's there to shut him down. Schulte grabs the puck along the boards. Both sides of the team are trying to do a good job. We got a wave from local Shannon Krause here. Oh, to my own daughter at home. She's at home sick, not feeling well. She threw up last night, so hopefully she's at home feeling better tonight. Champlin bringing this back in the zone. And just like that, by the way, we're done with this power play. I know it still says it on the board here, but
I don't know if we even got a shot on that.
No, I don't think so. That was pretty bad and not like we would like to see here on a power play. Puck gets chipped back out. Champlin regroups in the neutral zone. Able to still maintain his home possession even after some physical play. Ross trying to bring it back around. Shot from the point. It's deflected, I believe, and that finds the back of the net. And Champlin goes up 3-0. We got 2 minutes and 44 seconds left of the second period.
Well, I mean, the passing was getting better, but I think you got to put 5 guys out there on the power play that get along, jive, can move the puck. That one, there was 3 guys out there that have never really played together.
I would agree. There's no chemistry,
we
and
need
you
to capitalize on that.
Chemistry is a big deal, and if you're not clicking and you're not understanding where everybody's going to go at any given time, and that matters a lot. I would agree, John.
I'm not even talking about maybe what you would say are your best top scorers, but just get some guys out there that are going to move the puck and create opportunities.
Champlin doing a good job at holding their zone. I wonder where Ike is tonight. I didn't know he was going to be missing. And
he's in our carpool, and I didn't hear anything from them about him missing the game.
That's unfortunate, as he's a big absence, obviously. Drew picks this puck up. He's able to at least get it out of the zone, but Champlin's able to easily regain possession of this. So Walker Perius is able to walk this in. Jackson Krause staying on him. Forces a tough angle shot, and the puck goes wide. Good job by Jackson Krause on forcing him outside, though. Jackson, nice job intercepting a pass. He tries to feed Green. Green's going to get it and dump it in, and they're going to go for a line change. Champlin regrouping. Oh, and just like this, Schulte intercepts a pass. Throws it right out front to Pitzel. Pitzel gets a one-timer, but Champlin's goalie's able to get over there as Pitzel, I think, fumbled the pass just a split second too long. And can't recall. That was a great opportunity there.
Great job by Schulte, seeing his teammate, feeding him the puck.
Need more of that kind of stuff. Eventually, that kind of hard work's going to pay off. Pitzel throwing it right out in front again. Great job, boys.
I like this Pitzel Schulte.
Yeah, they have chemistry, clearly. Oh, Champlin bringing it back in there. Curran dropped it right back for Walker. Oh, shot as they walk it in. Jake, though, sees it all the way and gets a good blocker save, and that's going to bring us to the end of the second period.
Well, they kept the bleeding down, but they've got to get something going here. We got to get some shots on this goalie. The passing second half of the second period looked great. Keep moving the puck and creating those opportunities. Eventually, you're going to find the back of the net.
Shots on goal after 2 periods. 25 Champlin Park, 12 SLPCR.
I see Liam talking to his goalie down there, chatting him up, telling him he's doing a good job, I'm sure.
I know he was very upset that he couldn't be playing today, so.
Well, he's a passionate young man.
He really
I'm
is.
sure it's hard for him to not be out here with his buddies.
Yeah, he's pretty bummed out about it, and he really enjoys playing alongside of Von Norman. They really have a chemistry out there together, and so hopefully it's only for another week, and before our tournament, he's back. Same with Stone.
So we got the Lumberjack on the horizon.
We do, yeah.
That's in Blaine.
Yep, which is kind of weird. It's a Stillwater type of a tournament, they say. So all the games are played at the Super Rink, but the championship games, you got to drive to Stillwater.
Mm-hmm. Youth Hockey Hub. That'll be a good tournament, though.
Yeah, they'll
keep the stats, and they'll do a good job.
I already have the overlays for the gameplay on that one, the stream set up for that. It'll be a good game. Lots of hard teams coming to play. Boys bring it in. JoJo Ross with an attempted shot. Unfortunately, he hit some sticks out in front. Will Pitzel trying to feed JoJo again. JoJo grabs this. He's going to try to pass it over to the D, but unfortunately goes right to the stick of a Champlin player, and they bring it out. They're going to dump it in behind the net. Von Norman's there to pick it up. He tries to feed Will Pitzel, but it goes to the length of the ice. I think somebody got a stick on that. I heard a tip.
I would have loved to have seen that one.
That was a great opportunity.
But I mean, Will's got to find a way. The good players find a way. The passes aren't perfect. You got to find a way to get control of that puck.
I think, John, you're overly hard because that was your kid out there. I would be the same way.
No, you're not, Billy.
I would have been extra hard on Liam over that. But I would agree. That was a great attempt there by Vaughn to feed him.
Smart play, stretch the ice, see if you can find a guy.
Our boys able to get it out to neutral ice here. Champlin, though, able to regroup. They're going to dump it in behind our net. Charlstrom there to pick it up. Intercepted by a Champlin player. Champlin gets it. They throw one on net. Jake's able to get a pad save on it. Max Peterson rings it around the boards. And it bounces out. Just like that. Stewart comes in. Shot on goal, but the goalie is able to gobble that one up as he goes right into his.
We've had 2, 3, 4 breakaways today. This goalie is playing great.
He really is. He's solid, and we got to do more though. Live stream's not. I still show that it's live. Shannon, can you try bringing it up on your phone? Champlin able to get it out. Goes right to the stick of Perius. Perius brings it in. Jackson Kraus there again, able to force him to go wide. And
great job keeping him outside on that one. And Not a lot of net to shoot at from down there.
Yeah, which is normal. All right, we got a confirmation. We still have a live stream. Champlin wins this face-off. It goes right to the stick of Perius. He takes a shot, but Jake gloves it down. Champlin again with the face-off win. Try to backhander it right off the face-off, but it goes wide of the net. Champlin throwing it back out in front. Drew Milich grabs a hold of it, gives it to Pitzel. Goes out to neutral ice. Puck re-enters his zone. O'Keefe's got it. He tries to feed it right out in front. Jake's able to get a save there. And the boys are really struggling to come up with this puck here.
We got to get it on the other side of the ice here. They got to get to work. We got some progress we need to make here.
Yeah, we really do. And all right, we come up with a face-off win. Vaughn wraps it on the boards, but unfortunately the first one there is Walker Perius again. Common theme. Stewart comes up with it. He's going to feed it all the way across ice to Graham Gazzoni. He's there. He throws one on net. The goalie's able to come up with a save.
I mean, the Champlin goalie's just not giving a lot up.
No, he's not.
He's tracking these. There's not a lot of rebounds.
All right, we come up with a win. It goes back to Carlin. Carlin gets a shot on goal. Goalie deflects it wide. Stewart comes up with it, feeds it back to Max. Max gives it back to Stewart. Puck gets back to Max Peterson. He's able to hold the zone. Stewart grabs it, feeds it over to Graham. Graham tries to backhander it, center it. Stewart doing a good job at holding. Oh, Champlin finally able to come up with it. They're going to be able to clear the zone. Walker comes into the zone. He's pressuring. Puck gets chipped out of the zone. And it goes the full length of the ice, and we're going to get an icing. Got 11:25 left in this third period. Shots on goal, 29 for Champlin, 14 for our boys. Puck goes behind the net. Carlin tries to find his winger. Sends it down the length of the ice. The icing gets waved off. Oh, boys try to chip it out in front, but unfortunately Champlin able there to prevent that from getting in the back of the net. They dump it back behind our goalie. Will Pitzel grabs it. Unfortunately gets it taken from him. Champlin dumps it back into the zone. Carlin back there to fight for it. Will Pitzel comes up with his puck. He's going to dump it down to the length of the ice. Fortunately, just wasn't over the red line. We're going to get a whistle for an icing.
Well, he had an outlet pass there, breaking out of the zone. He needs to see that guy in the neutral zone and hit him. And keep the momentum moving. It's so hard at this age to just go coast to coast. You need to use the passes on the breakout.
Yeah, we really do. Fresh legs on the ice. Schulte comes up with this win. He feeds it over to Stewart. Stewart's breaking it out of the zone. Shot on goal, but it hits the pipe. Champlin's able to regain possession. Charlstrom back. Kraus trying to find his footing there. He fell, got back up, and falls again. able to finally find his footing. I'm going to blame his dad on that one for not sharpening his skates.
Come on, Dad. Our D have got to get back in the zone there. We can't give up the zone that easily.
Yeah, we are definitely giving up the zone pretty easily here. Shot deflected wide of the goalie.
Especially the strong side D. I mean, you got to hold that blue line.
Oh, Drew Milich holding this. Oh, goalie able to get a save as Stewart and Drew Milich were tag teaming that puck and offering some strong pressure there, but just not able to complete the job. 9:30 left in this third period, but that's what you're saying, John. I would agree that the strong side D needs to step up and the weak side D needs to back out if you're going to do this.
I mean, if they
That's
don't
how we
have
hold the zone.
If they don't have possession and momentum out of the zone, hold it.
I would agree.
We frequently have two of our D outside the blue line before they even have possession.
Yeah, and that costs us, obviously, as we can't hold anything.
Well, you talk about time of possession and how important it is. Big time.
JoJo Ross is going to bring that out in the neutral zone, and he dumps it behind the goaltender. Champlin lets up for some reason, and we're able to easily grab a hold of this. Graham Gazzoni grabs it. Champlin able to take it from him. They're going to dump it down the length of the ice, but not going to make it there. No icing. Von Norman, he's going to try to pass it to a winger. Gets intercepted by Champlin. Take a shot, but Jake's able to glove it down. Face-off win goes to Champlin. Shot right off the face-off by Walker Perios, and Jake's able to get a good save. Champlin tries to throw it right out in front. Bounce goes to Hart Boys, though. They're going to bring it back in. Will Pitzel bringing it wide into the zone. Tries to center a pass, but just can't find his man. Oh, Walker Perios back there all alone, and
that's offside.
He's going to come in offsides. As we hear some families yelling cherry picker at Walker as he was hanging way behind the play.
I want this on the record. The biggest cherry picker of all time is Walker Perios. Fucking put it on YouTube. I don't care.
That was a Champlin parent that was upset about his own kid not getting the opportunity because Walker was cherry picking as Champlin players. Go back to your side, Champlin player. Parent, we apologize for the swearing at home. Champlin players get really fired up when their boys are robbed of an opportunity for a good play by Walker, and so.
Well, not so good. Does he have one yet today? I don't think he does.
He doesn't. I don't believe he does. No. I'm sure he's hungry. Will Stewart grabs this, comes into the zone with steam, walks around. Oh, what a great shot, but goalie's able to get his pads on that and gets deflected wide. Champlin able to chip it back out. It goes to Schulte. Schulte this time coming in with the rush. He drops it, tries to leave it for Stewart. Unfortunately, the two just can't connect, and Champlin comes up with it. Champlin comes into our zone, tries to throw a backhander. Weak shot, and Jake's able to get an easy save.
Great play by Schulte. Great shift by Stewart. You just need time to play together to know when that drop pass is coming, to be able to communicate and put some of that together. I mean, that just takes time.
Well, and to be honest with you, I think this line has really developed. Unfortunately, the loss of Stone, who would normally be in there, is a big deal. And obviously, all these teams or all these lines, Isaac Olsen's normally out there and on a different line, and not having them. And Drew Milich tries to work his way around the player, but is able to, gets it stripped. Max Peterson grabbing it, throws it to Will Pitzel. Oh, great play. Drew Millich gets a shot on goal there. Puck comes back down to our end, though, with 6:34 left of this game. Champlin grabs it along the boards. They're going to dump it back behind the goalie. That along the near side boards comes up to Will Pitzel. Will's going to dump it in deep and go for a change. It looks like we're going to get some fresh legs out here. Champlin, we're in the zone. Not able to get much on there, though, and barely make it into our zone before Vaughn's on them. They continue to battle along the far side boards. Connor O'Keefe comes in. Tries to save it, but Jake does a great job saving that. Beautiful save. Schulte again, bringing it back in. Throws it on net and hits the crossbar. The goalie better be thanking those pipes. A little miscommunication here, and Boy's able to finally get it. Stewart feeds it up to Schulte. He's going to bring it back in. He's got Stewart there with him. He throws it on net, but Cole's able to make an easy save off of that one. Almost like to see him slide that over to Stewart.
Well, and the problem is Stewart's going a little too hard to the net. If he gives himself 10 feet, lets that D-man go to the net and just slows down, gives him that space and the passing lane, then you got a great opportunity in front of the net.
Oh, great point. Same boys stay out there. Face-off is won by us. Shot right off the face-off, but it gets deflected wide. Champlin able to grab this. They bring it out. Schulte's able to intercept the pass attempt. Schulte and Stewart come back in. Schulte shot, but a save by Champlin goalie. Champlin bringing it back into the zone. Can't make it through our house. Schulte feeds Stewart on the far side of the ice. Fortunately, the pass was just a little too far. Michael does a good job at grabbing this puck. He's going to bring it back in. He throws it right out in front. Rebound goes to Green. Green tries to backhander that, just can't make it happen. Punch butts out. Goes to Walker Pirius. He tries a cross-ice pass. Puck's going to bounce out to the neutral ice. Shot from the point, but Jake's able to see that as a shot and make a great glove save.
Well, we're winding down here. Each of these boys have got maybe one, maybe two shifts left to come out and show us what you got. Everything you got right now, boys.
Yeah, only 4 minutes and 3 seconds left of this game. They got a lot of making up to do. Shots on goal, 35 Champlin, 22 SLPCR. Will coming through the neutral zone. He brings it in. He's going to drop. Feeds it back over to JoJo Ross. Champlin able to regain possession of this. Drew Millich grabbing it on the near side boards here. He gets it into the zone. JoJo Ross throws one right out in front. Just can't grab the rebound. Michael Charlstrom stepping up.
That's a great example, though. We got both of our D's standing on the blue line. The puck's behind the net. They've got to be halfway between the blue line and the top of the circle. Get in there and be ready to make that play.
It's funny you mention that. My daughter this year has been playing a lot of U10 D, and she was standing on the blue line, and I was trying to explain the concept of being halfway up between the bottom of the circle to the blue line in order to hold the zone. You only back out when you need to. That's exactly what we need out of our D.
You know, you compress that zone and keep that space small when they have control of the puck. Don't give them space to work with. And if you don't have any pressure,
Schulte doing a great job winning this. He gives it back to Stewart. Stewart's going to wrap it back behind the net. Champlin able to grab a hold of this, though, and they bring it out. Oh, and they just can't clear the zone as Stewart's there, Schulte's there. They finally knock it out, but Drew Milich is there to pressure. Stewart steps up, grabs this puck. He's going to rush it into the zone. Walks around all the players, backhander, right into the goalie there. And a great save by the Champlin goalie.
I mean, this kid is hot tonight. He is coming up with all of them.
I wonder if he's the goalie we faced the last time and he's got redemption.
I can't.
After he let up 10 goals.
You hung up 10 on him. I don't know. I don't remember who we had last time.
Champlin able to regroup and bring it out to the neutral zone. Oh, and Schulte's able to step up and strip him of it. Bounce goes back to Champlin, though. Champlin's going to dump it in deep into our zone. Von Norman back there behind the net to pick it up. He tries to feed it to Schulte. Schulte can't grab a hold of it, and Champlin brings it out to the neutral ice. O'Keefe brings it in off sides, and we get a whistle.
.205 to go here in the third up and on the big sheet.
I'd like to see them at least get one goal here to make sure that they don't get their shutout.
You get an extra point for that?
No, but it's a pride thing.
Pride thing. I get it. We got to get on the board here.
Got to get on the board. Don't let their goalie get the satisfaction of the shutout. Here comes Stewart. He's again got some speed. He tries to get through there. Unfortunately, Walker and O'Keefe tag team. I'm unable to take it. Oh, and Stewart comes up with this. He's going to drop it back to Schulte. Fortunately, it bounces out of the zone. Krause with a great maneuver. He brings it in. Champlin, though, able to get possession. They drop it the whole length of the ice. Krause going up against Walker again. Vaughn does a great job taking away any opportunity for Connor O'Keefe. JoJo! Pitcher! Is that Will Pitcher? Yeah, it's Willie.
That was Willie.
Willie walks through everybody and buries it. And to our delight, John, no shutout for that goaltender.
You got your wish.
I got my wish.
You got your wish.
It's exactly what I was looking for. We got a minute 13 left of this game. Champlin's not going to be able to walk out of here with a shutout. Will Pitzel's going to remain on the ice. I like that. That was a beautiful play and drive by Will.
I didn't think we were going to get one past this goalie.
Neither did I. I was a little worried. That was great. We needed that. Boys are going to dump it in. Champlin gets it. They're going to go back behind their net. They're looking to use to kill time, it looks like. 41 seconds left of the game. Our boys get it, and they wrap it around the net. Will Pitzel again. Let's see if he can do it again. On a bouncing puck, and he just loses the handle on that one. Will grabs it. He's going to feed it right up the middle. Unfortunately, goes right to the